By using widgets, you can make your classroom pages interactive, dynamic, a good resource for your students. Let me give you an example of how easy it is to put widgets into Wikispaces. So here I have the uncommonclassroom.wikispaces.com, a site set up for this, and I want to put this presentation into that site. So I'm going to simply hit Edit. And this pops up, and now there's all kinds of choices here if I was going to add text, but I'm interested in the widget. Now what I need to do is I need to get the code. So I'm going to go into my presentation, and I'm going to publish this to the web. It's going to give me the bit of code I need to embed this. There's the word embed. Look for embed, copy as, click embed. It's going to give some code. You know, I have different settings. I usually like to put small so it doesn't take up a lot of room. I'm going to copy the code, Control C. I'm going to go back into my wiki. You have all different types of things you can do. I usually just use other. And then I'm going to paste my code in, Control V, and save. When I'm all done, I simply hit save again. We'll see what it looks like when it pops up. So there's my presentation, very simple to put in. Just a matter of copying the code. And it works. I can make it full screen. Go through. And I use this when my students miss notes. I usually build all my notes using Google Slides. We can also add other types of widgets. Let me show you some examples. So here's the widget page. I'm going to add a couple different widgets that I use in the classroom. So I'm going to edit this page. It's the first time I've done anything with it. All right, we're going to add some widgets. So some other widgets you might use are a site like YouTube. YouTube, you can actually embed your videos right in your wiki page. So over here where it says share on the bottom, I can do the URL if I'm linking it up in a presentation, or I can embed the code. And there's the code. I'm going to copy that and go back into my page here. Again, if I want to do video, I could. Like I said, I prefer other, but it works the same way. I'm going to paste that code in. I'm going to hit save. All right. And there's a video that I actually use in one of my classes, my media class, in which we talk about how media influences them. All right. So the video can play right from here. I could go out to the YouTube page and play it there if I want to. This is one of the TED Talks, another great resource for teachers, part of their TED Ed lesson plans. I usually use that to show. So let's add some more things to this page. All right, another widget I might use would be my Prezi. I've done Prezi. This is a presentation I give to students in conjunction with the modest proposal, in which I tell students that I can solve all the education problems by simply turning schools into prisons. They get a kick out of it. You can see on the bottom here, here's the embed code. All right, I can copy it. Go back into here. Again, it's a widget. I'm going to hit other. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to save it. Make sure it works. Simply hit save. And there it is, my modest proposal for education reform. All right, we can do some other cool things too. Another popular resource is Quizlet. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this, a site that was actually developed by a high school student. So we had that root word activity we did earlier. Here's a Quizlet I made up for the kids to practice. You can actually embed your Quizlet terms in here and do all kinds of cool things. So I'm going to hit more, and you can see on here, here's embed. And I usually do the flashcards, but actually it'll do a lot more than just have the flashcards. So let me copy that, go back in. Let's add the widget. I'm going to save. See what it looks like. I always like to save after just in case. Sometimes Wikispaces can be funny. All right. And there it is. Okay, and I can actually, the kids can study right from my site. There's the flashcards. You can flip them over to see what it is. Great resource to study. But I can also do some of the other things, like some of the games they have. I create a test, okay, and print it. So the students can do this right from my site after something I create, but just by simply putting on my class page. You can do all kinds of widgets just by searching. If you want to put a timer, you do an activity and you need to have a timer, you can actually go to a website like onlinestopwatch.com. Makes online stopwatches. You can download, pick the one you like. Here's the embedding code right here. I'm going to copy it, put it in. Let's see, so I've already previewed it. So let's embed this widget. Hit other, paste it, save it, and see what it looks like. Now I can work this in and around text. And there's this, I can set it for 5 minutes if I want. And set. Start it. And there you go. Now you have a timer for any sort of activity you might do that requires a timer embedded right on your web page. Pretty easy. I use this quite often. I put all my presentations in here. I will showcase students' projects when I have them collaborate on building slides. I use it for review, but pretty powerful resource.